Hey everyone, this is Becky Howie from NatureWiseCounseling.com, and I help people go from feeling stressed, anxious, and depressed to feeling more balanced and creating a sense of joy in their lives again. And today I'm here to talk to you about tips for combating holiday stress. The holidays are here. If you've been to a grocery store in the last 3 days, you'll see that from floor to ceiling, they have all of their holiday decorations out. I know that Costco has decked everything out. And here in Boulder, Colorado, it's starting to feel a little bit more like winter with this fresh 8 inches or so of snow that we've just gotten. And I know that the holidays are, if you believe all of the retailers' versions of things, they are supposed to be this wonderful, joyful time in our lives, and we are all just supposed to look like a Norman Rockwell family and cook like Martha Stewart and, be these wonderful, warm, happy balls of joy. And I know that that's just not realistic for everybody. And I think the harder that we try to do those things, the more stressed out we become. We try to get all the right gifts for everybody. We try to throw the best party. We try to have all of the best decorations and, the most beautifully Martha Stewart set, holiday table for all of our guests to come over. Meanwhile, we're trying to keep Uncle Jack over here from arguing with, cousin Susie's new boyfriend about politics and tearing down all of these beautiful new decorations that we've just put up. And in the middle of all of this, we just become this frenzied, stressed, mess. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but I've certainly had those moments to myself. And in trying to make everything, so perfectly right, I end up feeling so perfectly wrong. And I've had clients tell me similar things. And so if that sounds at all like you or something that happens to you during the holidays, then I want you to just stop right now and breathe. All the way in and out. I know it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and the bustle and all of the expectations that are often surrounding the holidays. And if that happens and you get super stressed, I want you to try a few of these tips, okay? First of all, of course, breathe. Second of all, I want you to try and let go of the idea that things have to be absolutely perfect, because perfection ultimately doesn't exist, right? Norman Rockwell made lovely paintings and Martha Stewart cooks lovely desserts, and she has a team of people that help her with all of those things and a camera crew to make everything look just perfectly. And you probably have just you and maybe one or two family members that, well, they say that they're helping, they're probably also running around and creating a mess as well. So see if you can loosen your grip on that idea of perfection and everything having to be just right, because that will get you worked up into a frenzy faster than anything else. Tip number 2 is to learn to say no when you need to say no. It is so easy to say yes to all of the holiday invites. Oh, I have to go to this person's party, and so-and-so from work invited us, and my husband's this invited us, and I have to bake cookies for my kids' class, etc. Breathe again. Do you have to go to all of those things? Do you want to go to all of those things? And would it be healthier and more sane for you to say no to a couple of those things, right? Could you go pick up grocery store cookies and bring those to your kids' classroom rather than, home baking the perfect Martha Stewart Instagram-worthy dessert, okay? Tip number 3 is try to set healthy boundaries, especially with family members over the holidays. I know that not everybody has that perfect Norman Rockwell family where they gather around the table and everybody hugs and kisses and is so happy to see each other. To be honest, sometimes we're at each other's throats, or, maybe Uncle Jack has completely different political beliefs than you are. And every time he opens his mouth, you just want to strangle him, which would not be so conducive to the holiday spirit, right? And so it's okay to set healthy boundaries with your family. And if Uncle Jack brings up, his views that are incredibly extremist in your point of view, and you say, you know what, Uncle Jack, this isn't the time that I want to talk about that, or this isn't the place. And if you literally need to get up and walk away, that's okay. You have the right to do that to protect your own sanity, okay? Tip number 4 is, if you are getting caught up in this frenzy, right, in this sort of whirlwind of trying to make everything perfect and good enough. Yes, hello, Zoe. My dog is over here trying to say hello. If you try to, if you get caught up in this whirlwind of trying to make everything perfect, then I want you to pause for a second and ask yourself who you are trying to impress, right? And maybe share your, your holiday stress or your sort of feelings of this not being quite what you wanted it to be with a trusted friend or a loved one. Reach out for that connection rather than further isolating and trying to make things more perfect before you show somebody what's going on, okay? And then last, but certainly not least, I want you to take some time to slow down, right? And you might have to make this time, like deliberately carve it out. Go take a walk, feel the crunch of the snow underneath your feet. Sit by the fire and curl up with a good book or a warm puppy and just let yourself be nourished by whatever it is that you need to be nourished by, even if it's not some Instagram-worthy perfect photo. That's okay. All right, so those are my 5 tips. It's let go of perfection, say no when you need to say no, set healthy boundaries, especially with family, reach out for connection when you need to, and take time to slow down. I hope that you all have a wonderful, happy, healthy holiday season. If you liked these tips for managing holiday stress, but you want some more practical strategies for everyday life the rest of the year, check out my free guide to stress management called Get Relief Now. There will be a link below. Just enter your email and download your free copy today.